Taking payments over the phone is essential for many organizations, but obtaining any sensitive payment information during a call means you have to comply with a wide range of regulatory and industry standards, including PCI DSS. Protecting your customers' card data is essential because fraud is growing and becoming ever more sophisticated. And that means your company's reputation is potentially at risk. Keeping up with the fast-changing and demanding technical requirements of standards like PCI DSS is a difficult task, one that comes with a hefty price tag. Being compliant won't address the problems that sensitive customer information is now sitting in your physical environment and exposed to your agents, as well as in your networks, your mobile applications, and your core business systems. Let's take a look at all the touch points card data is exposed to in a typical contact center. Your card data environment, or CDE, includes the people and technologies that store, process, and transmit cardholder data. When customers read their payment card details out loud to agents, your contact center infrastructure becomes part of this environment, which means it's in scope for PCI DSS. This includes your entire telephony network, everything from the PBXs and IVRs that direct and deliver calls to agents to the underlying voice network, plus the computers your agents use, or any of the multitude of in-house and outsourced applications that collect, transmit, or store card data. And that exposes your IT infrastructure to sensitive payment information, which means everything from the switches and firewalls that make up your data networks to the physical and virtual servers, CRMs, web, mobile, and desktop applications, and any middleware gluing it all together that communicate to the physical and virtual networks are now all in scope for PCI DSS. You also need to consider the physical security of your card data environment. In other words, your contact center agents themselves and all the equipment they use to access and communicate card details. That includes writing materials, personal mobile devices, and public internet tools like web chat and social media. And don't forget any CCTV equipment you may use. Before you know it, you've got an unmanageable card data environment on your hands, one containing multiple potential points of failure that could be exploited by fraudsters. So, what are the alternatives? Using a pause and resume option may be a tactical stopgap approach, but organizations immediately lose the ability to provide evidence that financial transactions have occurred. Manually activated pause and resume solutions can be open to deliberate abuse by agents and are not considered as PCI DSS compliant. Automated pause and resume options, on the other hand, are highly complex to implement and can be error-prone. Any failure to record the payment section of a call will not only make dispute resolution difficult, it may also result in non-compliance with regulations that require financial transactions to be recorded. But that's not all. Pause and resume only takes the call recording out of scope for PCI DSS. Everything else in your card data environment stays in scope and remains vulnerable to malicious activity and part of a larger, costly, and time-consuming compliance audit. So, how do you ensure customer card data is protected and keep your payment environment out of scope for PCI DSS? Hosted in the cloud or residing within the PCI security zone of your payment environment, Sycurio solutions automatically remove all sensitive card data before it reaches the contact center environment. With Sycurio, no sensitive data is recorded or stored, so it's not there to be stolen. Sycurio Voice shields your entire payment environment from sensitive card data and takes it out of scope for PCI DSS. Nobody in your organization, including agents, can see or hear your customers' payment card details. This reduces the risk of malicious insider activity and external fraud. Choosing Sycurio Voice can protect you from the threat and the hefty costs associated with a data breach. Let Sycurio ease the burden of PCI DSS compliance, freeing you up to focus on and develop your core business, knowing that your customer card data is safe and protected. And so is your company's reputation, leaving your business to flourish and grow.